Hello, dear families. Hello, little bears. Tudo bem com vocês? Eu espero que sim. Eu fiquei com muita saudade de vocês, então eu vim aqui fazer essa visitinha para trazer um presente de Páscoa. Yes, Easter's coming, right, little bears? What are your plans? Well, I'm going to call my mom and my dad because they live in Rio de Janeiro. So I want to check if they're okay. How about you? Today my present for you is a book. Yes, I'm going to tell you a story. And this story is about, ta-da, rabbits. Because Easter's coming, right? But this is not an Easter story. This is a story about friendship. Yes, friendship. Like the friendship I have with my dog and my cat. You know that Miss Talita loves animals, right? So before I tell you the story, look around. How many animals do you see in Miss Talita's house? I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Pay attention, okay? Starting now. Time's up. How many animals did you see? Count. Let's count together. I have one, a dog, two, a cat. Do you see any other animals? Look around you. Yes. Here, near my head. What's that? It's a rabbit. Aha! So 3 animals so far, right? Let's see. Any other animals? I spot a lion. Haha! So it's 4 animals, right? Let me see. Far, far, far away on the shelf. Do you see a small cat on the top? It's very difficult to see, right? But well, it's another cat. So 5 animals. Ha ha! Miss Talita loves animals, right? Okay, so now let's get to our story. It's called Moon Rabbit. And I said it's about friendship, right? So let's see. This story is called Moon Rabbit by Natalie Russell. Little Rabbit liked living in the city. She had her own place to stay, her favorite cafe, and so many things to see and do. Look, Carrot Cafe. But at night, when everything was quiet and Little Rabbit was all alone, she would look up at the moon and wonder if there was someone out there. Someone she could play with, laugh with, and have fun with. Someone just like her. It would be nice to meet another little rabbit, she thought. When the city became very busy, Little Rabbit would go to the park and read her book. One day, Little Rabbit read, and she heard the most beautiful music floating on the air. She lay back and listened. The park was so peaceful and the sun was so warm that Little Rabbit's eyes began to close and very soon she was fast asleep. When Little Rabbit woke up, the sun had gone and the moon was shining brightly. It was past Little Rabbit's bedtime, but in the distance she could still hear music, and it was the kind of music she liked. So Little Rabbit picked up her book and followed the sound through the trees. And there she saw, what did she see? A rabbit! A brown rabbit who was playing a guitar, making music that made Little Rabbit want to dance. So she stayed for a while. As Brown Rabbit played, Little Rabbit danced. Then Little Rabbit told tales of the city and Brown Rabbit listened. Together they watched the changing moon until the birds sang to the morning sun. And for a while, Little Rabbit forgot about her life back in the city. The two rabbits had picnics in the sunshine and games of hide and seek. They made each other laugh. And Little Rabbit was happy to have found her new friend. But then, one dark night, Little Rabbit saw the city lights glowing in the distance and suddenly felt sad. The city's so beautiful, she sighed. Brown Rabbit was quiet. How could anything be as beautiful as the moonlight park? He thought. Brown Rabbit didn't like to see his new friend feeling sad, so he played his guitar and danced around Little Rabbit. He even stood on his head, anything to make her laugh or to see her smile. But there was nothing he could do to make her happy. It's time for me to go home, said Little Rabbit. So early the next morning, Little Rabbit returned to the city. Look, she took a cab. Back to her home, back to her favorite cafe, and back to all the things she liked to see and do. And she no longer gazed at the moon and wondered if there was someone out there, another little rabbit just like her. Because she knew that there was. And he was coming to visit the very next day. Look, he's taking the bus. The end. Bye-bye, book. Did you like the story, Schopenhauer? I think you did. Did you like it, Macalé? I think Macalé slept most of the time. Agora, dear families, é com vocês. Hora de assistir a história de novo, de ver detalhes, de perguntar para as crianças algumas coisas, o que elas acharam, o que elas entenderam. Do you have a good friend like Little Rabbit? I certainly do. Well, actually, I have two, right? Stay safe. E eu espero vê-los muito em breve, tá bom? Beijo grande.